All right, welcome everyone to another live stream. Very excited to be doing this. This is a weekend live stream, so we'll be doing a Q&A. Maybe we'll be playing some games. I'm gonna go ahead and wait a couple minutes for people to join here. And here, I was about to end the stream by accident. Okay, there we go, nice. So let's go ahead and wait for people to join the stream chat here. But yeah, guys, so it is currently Halloween weekend, and here we are doing a live stream. Hopefully some of you guys are able to tune in tonight, and we have a lot in store. So there we go. We have people coming through. We have Derek, Lemaire, Cool, Tiger, Fade, Blue, Garfield. We have a lot of people already answering the question. I see a lot of no's just kind of in the stream chat. So the title of this live stream is "Do you enjoy school?" And I guess I should have expected that answer. Though it is kind of surprising because a lot of you guys subscribe to my channel because you're pretty studious and because you enjoy school, I'm assuming. What is up, guys? We have the man, Martin, Education, John, Tiger, Jordan, Steven, CT, William, NHB, Milky, Louie, Amna, Tyler. What is up, guys? Thank you for tuning in tonight to another live stream. Guys, these are, actually before we continue, is this your first live stream? Go ahead and say yes if it is, say no if it is not. I'm curious because that way I'll know how much to kind of guide this sort of conversation. Okay, so it seems like people are also answering the title at the same time. People are saying yes, yes, yes. Okay, so it seems like it is the first live stream for a lot of people. All right, cool. So here you go, guys. Let's go ahead and begin. So during these live streams, I'm going to be answering any questions that you have about study tips, college apps, homework, life, college, pretty much anything that comes to mind. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the stream chat. Be about topics in general. They can be about my personal experiences. If you want to hear a personal story, I'm also happy to do that. And in the meantime, we'll go ahead and play some games as well. So during these live streams, I sometimes play Kahoot. I also have like a Lego set here that I can build during the live stream. Go ahead and let me know what y'all are feeling in the stream chat. Okay. Yes, my first stream actually. I'm glad you could make it. All right, commenter. Thank you for tuning in. Should you worry about your GPA as a freshman in high school? So see, like that's an interesting question because if you're objectively speaking in the scope of college admissions, your freshman year GPA is not going to make or break your application. But from a mindset perspective, you should care about your GPA because that sort of mindset and the systems you set in place freshman year are going to carry over to your later years in high school as well. Okay, so what other questions? Someone is saying, how was your work/social balance? So back in high school, it wasn't that great. I spent most of my time working on school and just doing homework and assignments and working on extracurriculars. But in college, I had a much better balance. I might even argue that sometimes it was a bit too much towards like the social extracurricular side instead of the academic side. Someone is saying audio cutting a little. Oh, okay, I'm sorry about that. If the audio messes up, just let me know and I can go ahead and restart the my microphone so that I can go ahead and fix that. Someone is saying, how did you do your lighting? Okay, so we have like a bunch of lights going on here. We have this lamp, I have a key light, I have another light up there, or to the side over here, I have another light right above me. There's like a bunch of lights going on here. And then I also have these like bar lights that are on the shelves. Oh, okay, so let's see. And by the way, it is currently Halloween weekend, so have any of y'all dressed up as anything? Like what costumes did you guys dress up as for this weekend? I'm kind of curious. Let's see, maybe we can bring out the Lego set as well while I'm just answering questions, just to keep things entertaining here. And then we can also play, I don't know, we can do like, I want to do like a browser game, but I feel like this, during these live streams, it sort of lags a little bit, so it's tough. Okay, so let's see. Let's go ahead and pull out some questions. I was a vampire. I'm a shark. Oh, Google Snake. Oh, you want to play that game? That could be kind of fun. We could try that out as well. Okay, so let's go ahead and work on this Lego set. I kind of want to make some decent progress tonight. That is going to be my actual goal because we have been doing this way too slowly. I think it's time that we actually, speed this up a little bit. Gohar, why did you ban me from Discord? It really helped me so much, please. If you got banned, so I don't personally ban people from my Discord server. That was my moderation team. First of all, I'm sorry that happened. I think you were able to appeal your ban, so I'd recommend doing that. If that does not work out, feel free to DM me your username on Instagram, and I'll go ahead and forward it to my moderators, and maybe they can take a look as well. So let's pull all of this stuff out. Go hard, you're the GOAT. Thank you, I appreciate the support. Thank you for tuning in. These live streams are really fun. I did a Discord live stream the other day, by the way, and that was, I usually only do YouTube ones, but now I'm mixing it up between both, and it's been a lot of fun. Okay. What questions do we got over here? Howdy, what's up, Mr. Green Hat? Thank you for tuning in. Should I take an SAT prep course? It really depends on what kind of learner you are. If you are self-driven, if you're motivated, you can probably get away with doing just Khan Academy and taking free practice tests from the College Board that are available online. But if you need to be a bit more, if you are someone that needs to be held accountable, and maybe if you don't have that much motivation to study for the exam, then an SAT prep course probably is not a bad idea. And you have prep courses at a bunch of prices. You have ones, of course, that are very expensive, but then you can also find way cheaper ones as well. Okay, what questions do we have? Good to see you again, Go Hard. Great to see you, HRS. Thank you for tuning in. Okay, so I believe we left off at, so it's not 27. I think we're at like step 30 or something. Okay. Okay, so we have the side pieces. So we're past 28. Okay, so I think we were at step 29 last time. Okay, yeah, so we did not start building this contraption here. So let's go ahead and start making some progress there. Okay, what time is it now in your country? It is currently 10:20 p.m. Pi, thank you for the super chat. Glad to be on your live stream. I'm glad that you could make it. What is your average time for solving a Rubik's Cube? It is around maybe like 40 to 50 seconds, maybe closer to a minute, to be honest, if we're talking about the 3x3. If you're talking about this cube right behind me, I do not know how to solve that. That is a 7x7, which is, my brother can solve it, but I have no idea how long it takes him. Okay. How many APs do I need to take to get into MIT? There is no definitive number, and that applies to any school. I feel like if you're aiming for top schools, the main goal is just to take the most rigorous course load you possibly can, and so that means taking honors or advanced courses freshman year and then stacking up on as many APs as you can during your later years in high school. Okay, let's see. So I think for this step, which bag were we working with? Let me just go ahead and pull that out. Okay, so this is all bag 2. And then we need these two string things. Okay, so all of this is bag 2 stuff. So what questions? Favorite song? Favorite song? That's a really tough question. I mean, I think I've said this in previous live streams. It's more or less just favorite genres for me. So tends to be house or hip hop. Soul, thank you for the super chat. Appreciate you. Go hard. Do they teach coding in college from the basics, or should I start learning to code after 12th? So it really depends on the college. At MIT, so the first computer science course that I took was something called 60001, and in that course they did teach the basics of programming, but beyond that, it's really funny, there was like minimal programming in the rest of my computer science courses. All my computer science courses felt more like math courses instead of coding courses. And for example, if you're trying to learn practical skills like web development, database management, DevOps, all that stuff, chances are you might not get that through a computer science degree, but rather like a software engineering program, if that makes sense. Computer science is much more about the theory. Should I worry about grades in middle school? Grades in middle school, I mean, I wouldn't say worry, but try to keep them as high as possible, because those grades are going to influence the classes you take freshman year of high school. And it's a chain reaction, right? Because that influences what you take in 10th, 11th, and 12th grade. So yeah, try to do your best, but don't worry too much. Okay, so 29 is this. Step 30, so we need 2 of like the circle pieces. Okay. Go hard, did you apply to Northeastern University? I actually did. It's funny you mentioned that. That was one of my match schools, I believe. Okay. What is your job now? So making content and also running my college admissions company, Next Admit. So it involves a lot of content creation and creativity, but then on the business side, it's a lot of analytics and coding. So it's a nice blend of skills. All right, so Here, let me just dump this out. Okay. Here, so they're saying that I need like the circle piece, but I can't find where. Maybe it's in like this one like smaller bag here. Okay, it is. All right, so let's pull it out of here. Okay, Caltech or MIT? Obviously got to go with MIT in that case, but see, even though both are very tech-oriented schools, I've heard that Caltech's culture is fairly different from MIT's. Someone is saying, I'm making a 3D Lego animation while you're building them. A 3D Lego animation sounds super cool. I would love to see that, actually. Jack Rod, thank you for the super chat. How should I study for the PSAT? Best resource at your disposal is probably going to be Khan Academy, but PSAT, unless you're aiming for national merit, it's not super important to study for. It really, of course, it really depends on your goals, but for example, if you get national merit finalists, some schools will give you a scholarship, and if those are one of the schools you want to apply to, then it makes sense to study. Okay. Someone is saying how to make genuine friends. That is... Do you guys want me to answer that? Do you guys want me to answer a little, I guess like a life question here? I can do like a mix of academic / life questions if y'all want me to. Okay. 31, so we need another one of these pieces here. Oh, so I gotta make like what is this? Someone said, yes, answer it, sure, yes, yes, yes. Okay, cool, so let's go ahead and briefly talk about how to make genuine friends. Let me just get, okay, so I need 3 of these. Okay, so let's do... Sorry guys, just give me 1 second while I'm trying to like figure this out. So there's no more, oh, there's one more circle piece. I think that's just an extra. By the way guys, whenever you're building Lego sets, they give you extra pieces, correct? I believe I asked this in a previous live stream and I think the answer was a yes. Okay, so it's sort of like this. Oh wait, I think I placed it wrong. Okay, that makes sense. Someone said yes, they do. Oh, okay. All right, so let's talk about genuine friendships. I think if we're talking about in the context of making new friends, for example, how do you make a new friend into a genuine friend? The first thing that you have to realize is that friendship, if you're thinking about it objectively, is largely just a function of exposure time. So it's you can be nice to them, you can, make time to hang out once in a while, but I think being a genuine friend largely is based on just how much sheer time you spend with them. But then it's also about being someone, like you have to be there for someone through everything they're going through in their lives. So I think sometimes some friendships are very transactional, and that maybe you go to someone if you need help with something, or if they're good at a certain subject and you need help with a certain assignment. But I think a sign of a genuine friendship is when your relationship transcends these sort of transactional actions. So it's not just about getting help, but it's about providing moral and emotional support through everything in life. And getting to that point is it just takes time. Another way that I think about it is sometimes genuine friendships come through shared experiences. And shared experiences just come about naturally, right? You can't really force them. So you have to kind of wait it through and let those relationships naturally flourish. Okay, so we have finished step 31. We're getting more questions coming through here. Okay. Let's see, lots of questions coming through. Someone's saying, any advice for transferring? I'll answer this very briefly. So if we're talking about transferring colleges, number one piece of advice is that you need a dire academic need. So when you're applying to college as just an undergrad, generally colleges are looking at your extracurricular profile, they're analyzing you more holistically. But when you're transferring colleges, it tends to be much more rooted in your actual needs and not so much based on who you are, if that makes sense. So, for example, if you want to study a certain subject and your current college doesn't offer that, nor does it offer anything even somewhat related, then it makes sense to transfer. And it makes for a very compelling case in your application. But transferring just to transfer, just to, just because you don't like the vibe of the place you're currently at, although that's valid, it might not be the most compelling reason for like certain colleges. Shout out Gohar. Oh, who just wanted the shout out? Let's scroll up over here. Shout out to Shajita. Thank you for tuning in. Okay, so now we need 2 of these bricks and then 2 of the ones with like the inverted things. Okay, cool. So that's 1 and 2. All right. So now let's go ahead. So this is the empty side. Let's snap this on. Oh, come on, let's go. There we go. Okay. Do you use Notion? Yes, I use Notion like religiously. It is one of my favorite productivity apps. And I actually have a Notion template that's coming out soon. The waitlist is in the description of this live stream, just in case y'all want to check it out. Okay, so we have finished step 32. We are finally making progress on this Lego build. I feel like for the longest time we were just, I don't know, I would like pull this out during live streams and I wouldn't even complete a single step. So I'm glad we're slowly getting through it together here. Gohar, how do I become a better public speaker? That is a great question. So I think just to give you some context, I feel like over the years I've gotten a lot better at public speaking. In fact, at MIT, you're required to take a public speaking course if you're taking course 6, which is like the computer science curriculum. And I was pretty much like the highest scoring student in all of my public speaking courses in college. And I think I have a couple tips. So first of all, you have to realize there's something called the spotlight effect. It's a psychological phenomenon in which we think others are paying much more attention to us than they really are. And this is especially prevalent while you're giving a presentation or giving some sort of speech, right? You think that everyone's noticing all your imperfections, they're, paying attention to every single little detail, when in reality, they're probably thinking more about themselves and when it's like their turn to go instead of you. The second piece of advice that I have is you almost have to like dissociate to some degree. I think when you're public speaking, you have to think of it as some sort of performance, right? And it's not a matter of being fake or artificial or, forcing yourself to be someone who you're not. It's just about exaggerating certain qualities of you that might not come across in a casual conversation. So for example, when I'm public speaking, I try to speak way slower. I try to speak with way more energy sometimes. And so I think once you get into that mindset of, I'm putting on a performance, it helps you excel in some degree. Okay, so we have 2 of these, and then we need one there's like this flat piece that it's telling me to get that has no like circles on top. It has like none of the notches, I guess you can call them. All right, let's. Okay. Oh, I think this is it right here. Perfect. All right. Thank you for the super chat, Pastor. AP Physics / A push help. I need to lock in. So you got to check out Heimler's history. AP Physics, unfortunately, my school did not offer AP Physics, so I don't have first-hand advice that I could give you. And truthfully, I'll be honest, I didn't have Heimler when I was in high school either, but just given the sheer number of times that I've heard his name and heard great things about him, I think he's one of the ultimate resources for history AP courses. The one resource that I also use that I can kind of see right here on my bookshelf, I used the 5 Steps to a 5 book to prepare for A push back in high school. Okay. Sweet. So we have this all set, and now we have this right here. All right. Whoa, this is an interesting looking. Did I put this on right? The angling looks a little weird, but. Oh, no. It goes at the bottom. Okay, I see. cool. Reading these questions, let's see. Can you get a good job if you don't go to college? It really depends on what kind of job you're trying to find yourself in, right? If you're trying to explore a trade, you don't need to go to like college for that. If you're trying to pursue something in finance and consulting, some may argue even in tech, you probably do want to go to college. Although when it comes to computer science or tech, some do argue that you could opt for a boot camp of sorts or even self-study and through personal projects find your way into a tech company, though that route, in my opinion, is a bit harder. Okay, so we need 2 of these hook pieces. All right, where's the second one? Gohar, what do you think about Boston? Oh, I love Boston. I genuinely miss my time up in the Boston, Cambridge area. And I feel like one day, maybe for a little bit, for a small period in my life, I would love to live there again. What's up, Gasto? Thank you for tuning in. Oh my god, okay. Oh, whoa. One of the pieces just fell. All right. Have you played chess? Yeah, I'm trying to get into chess. How do I get better at comprehending while reading? That's a big one. So The Atlantic, I actually read an article in The Atlantic yesterday that talked about how kids nowadays just don't read books anymore. And before I dive in, do you guys read books? Say yes or no in the stream chat, because I am very curious. I mean, I know that kids nowadays are reading books less, but among our community here, I'm really curious whether or not you guys are like fans of books, whether you guys read books for fun, not just for school. I read a ton, yes. I'm seeing more, it seems like I'm seeing more yeses than nos here. Way more yeses than nos. All right, there we go. I feel like I have faith in today's youth again, just through this. Or faith in our community at the very least. Oh, this is amazing. Some people saying no. Harry Potter, yes. Someone just screamed no in the chat. Okay, we love to see it. So the one comprehension tip that I have for reading is after you read a section or a chunk, close the pages and just ask yourself what you just read. Like take periodic breaks where you're evaluating whether or not you're understanding and comprehending what you're actually reading. Because I think while you're reading, it's very easy to just think that you're understanding the words and then finish the chapter, put it away, and next thing you know, you forget everything. So these sort of quiz yourself while you're reading and then also after you read to really solidify that knowledge. Did you make a video on this? Yeah, I made a video about how to read faster, not so much about how to comprehend and remember what you read. And of course, we can get way deeper into that as well. We can talk about taking notes in a certain way or associating new readings with previous readings, but at a very high level, that's quizzing yourself is my one piece of advice. Is extra credit worth it? Almost always, just do the extra credit. I will give you one warning though. And this came, if you guys watched the Only Con Squared podcast episode, sometimes asking for extra credit can backfire, and it sort of did for me when I was in high school. So freshman year of high school, I was very much a tryhard. I was kind of a tryhard all 4 years of high school, but freshman year it was especially bad. And I remember asking for extra credit when I had a 96 in my A-push class, and not a good idea. Don't be a grade grubber. If you get the offer for extra credit, take it. But don't try to just, grub for every single little point. Okay, so we've done this. Let's take, what's the next piece here? So I want to now find, okay, this piece with this right here. Okay, so I think, what do they want me to do here? I'm guessing they want me to place this. So, go harder to use the MBTA during college. Yeah, very often. At least every weekend. I would try to explore the city every single weekend or every other week. And so I took the MBTA very often. Do you watch movies? So my friend group from high school started a movie group chat almost 2 years ago maybe, but a while back. And I was part of it. We would watch a movie together every single week. Or we'd watch it on our own throughout the week, but then we'd call every single weekend to discuss the movie. But unfortunately, because of YouTube and my work, I haven't had the time to watch movies lately. But I do want to get back into it. Do you guys have any movie suggestions? I would love your guys' recs. Okay. Finish step 35. Let's go to step 36 here. So we have this. Let's pull out another piece. Okay, how many steps left until we're done with, what is it, bag 2? Okay, there's like 40, okay, 40 plus, almost 50. Oh, we got a super chat. Let me scroll up to catch it. Emil, thank you for the super chat. I'm the one who asked transfer questions. Hope you're well. Hope you're also doing well. Hope you're having a great weekend, Emil. Thank you for tuning in. And I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Okay, let me scroll up. Did y'all give me any movie suggestions here? Interstellar. Ooh, I started that movie a while ago. I never finished it. I should actually watch that movie. Dune. I've heard good things about Dune. Harry Potter. Surprisingly, I haven't watched all the Harry Potter movies. Maybe I should do that. I like documentaries, do you? When I was younger, I used to love documentaries. I would always throw on the History Channel or the Discovery Channel just for fun and watch what was on. Haven't watched a good documentary in a very long time though. Okay. So this, okay, I see what it's telling me to do. So put this right here. And then this is really, it's not a tough Lego build, but sometimes when you look at the pages here, like all the pieces are brown, so it sort of just looks like one contiguous block, and you really have to like, I don't know, squint your eyes to see what you're supposed to place where. Okay, we need 2 more of these. Do IVs care more if you self-study or take AP courses? Not even trying. Thank you for the super chat. Oh, I think sure, self-studying shows initiative, but definitely just take the courses. Like if your school offers an AP course, do not self-study. Only self-study an AP course if it's something you're interested in, have the time to take, and want to, I guess, enhance your transcript. Okay, so for example here, now it's showing me, okay, I can kind of easily see where to place these two. Never mind. I was about to say, I thought this was going to be hard to figure out, but now we got this. All right, let's do this one piece. Let's do another piece right here. All right, cool. 38. Oh, this one's an easy step. Boom, let's do this. And let's do this. That's step 38 complete. All right, we're kind of getting through this now. Step 39. Okay, so we have one of these. And now we have one of these. Step 30. Wait, where does it want me to place this? Wait, how does this work? Okay, so it wants me to place it on the right side here. Is Algebra 1 as a freshman horrible? No, Algebra 1 as a freshman, I mean, I think it's, at least for me, it was doable. And I think that's a normal class that many students take. Freshman year, I know some also tend to, if their middle school offers it, they take it in 8th grade and then they take like Algebra 2 freshman year. Should I be hyped or calm when taking a test? I think you do need some level of alertness. So when it comes to stress, there's like different levels of stress. There's like distress, which is the bad sort of stress that can actually distract you and ruin your concentration. Then there's being relaxed, right? Where maybe you're not as focused as you could be. But in the middle, you have something called eustress. And eustress is that sort of ideal place to be in where you can pay attention to the test, where you're sort of locked in to some degree. So I would say neither. The answer is you want to be somewhere in the middle. Okay. Did you have a private tutor while you were in high school? I did not, no. Okay, Harvard or Stanford? Ooh, okay. I mean, I gotta go with Harvard only because I went to school in Cambridge and I often visited Harvard's campus, and also because Mahad went there. But Stanford honestly just seems beautiful. I've never visited Stanford. I've been to the West Coast several times, but I do want to make a trip out to Stanford just for fun someday. Just see what it's like. Maybe make a video there or something. Stanford or MIT? Gotta go with MIT for a lot of the same reasons. Yogo, big fan. Thank you, SW. Appreciate you tuning in. Lots of questions coming through. Acknowledge my super chat about the magnet school. Oh, random. Let me see. Did I miss a super chat? Let me scroll back up here. Oh, I'm so sorry. If not, could you just post your question again? I'll try to catch it. Okay. This is like, they need like, there's like a circular piece. Is it this thing? What in the world? What is this? Okay, I'm pretty sure it's this piece though. All right, we'll go with that. So, what in the world? Okay, so I gotta place this on this upper left corner here. Let's do that, and then this one piece back here. All right, cool. Okay, guys, so I'm gonna keep answering questions, but one question. Do I continue building this Lego set, or should I do something like a browser game of some sort? You guys wanna switch it up? Let me know what y'all prefer in the stream chat. Oh, good question here. Is it better to be mid in a private high school or smart in a public high school? That's like, it's a very nuanced question that requires a lot of context to answer properly. But what I will say is I feel it's better to be smarter in a public school because colleges always evaluate you in the context of where you go and where you are. And I think it's just easier to stand out in a public high school than it is at some elite private high school. Although, here's the thing, because like elite private high schools are good because they sort of pave the way for you. They provide resources to help you get into elite colleges, whereas public schools don't. But if you're one of like my viewers here and you go to a public school, you have access to the sort of knowledge that you need to compete in elite college admissions. And so that, some might say, gives you an advantage over some of the kids who go to these elite high schools and have those resources, if that makes sense. Okay, so people were saying Kahoot. Okay, let's scroll up. Someone said game, browser game. Okay, so let's go ahead and switch over to a game here. Let me just see. So we got to put this stuff back first, though. So let me tape this back up. Okay, but we made some solid progress here. So we have the base, we have the tree trunk pieces slowly coming together. You play games? That's surprising. I mean, I do, yeah. Earlier this year when it wasn't, right now we're in like peak admission season, so things are pretty chaotic with YouTube, the business and everything, but like during the summer, I would actually had a little like Fortnite stint, which is funny yet somewhat embarrassing to admit. What games do y'all play? Y'all also play like Minecraft, Fortnite, or something else? I'm curious. All right, let's put this back. Cool. I don't really play games. None. Chess. I see a few chess here. Oh, I think it's the same person saying chess. Forza. Oh, that could be fun. I feel like I've only ever... They have like an app, right? I feel like I played that when I was younger. Okay, so we have... Let's just pack this up. Beautiful. That looks good. What model is your Dell laptop? So I've used the XPS. I forget the exact like model. But yeah, someone said house tour. So I announced this on my Instagram, but I recently... Oh, was there... Okay, I thought there was like another super chat, but... Oh, and thank you for the super chat. So I recently announced this on Instagram, but I got a studio for Gohar's Guide. It's like a studio. It's not really like a studio. It's an apartment that I'm going to convert into a studio, but I'm going to create spaces for like long form content, for short form content, for the podcast. And so maybe once that's done, I'll do a tour of that space. I feel like that could be pretty fun. Okay, so let's go ahead and pull up. Let's see, we could do Kahoot. People are already saying Kahoot in the stream chat. Okay. So, I mean, we could do Kahoot right now. Let me just go ahead and pull up Firefox here. Like a tour of your own house. We could also do that. I'm not sure if it'd be that entertaining though. Someone said, are you on the West Coast? No, I'm on the East Coast. How did the brother beef with Mahad begin? Oh, when he was born. Him being born was the start of the beef. Emil, thank you for the super chat. Watching videos on VG writing made me like English. Interesting. I'm not sure what that exactly is. But here, maybe I'll look it up. Someone said room tour real quick. I could turn the camera. I don't want to like mess up the camera position. Okay, maybe next live stream I'll like take the camera off the stand and maybe show you what I'm seeing behind this. Here. Okay. So let me go ahead and pull up. Oh, the Firefox is already up. Cool. So let's see. We can do a lot of different things here. So let me see. GeoGuessr. We could do GeoGuessr, but I already know y'all are probably praying for Kahoot right now, so let's go ahead and pull that up. Here, let me just mute the tab here. Someone is saying no audio. Wait, let me double check. Okay, the audio I think should be going through. I see the volume meter jumping up and down. Here. Let's go ahead and pull up Kahoot. All right. So let's do this. All right. Here, let me go ahead and see if we can do, we always do Museum of Science, but maybe some others have like these free Kahoot games. Okay, maybe we'll scroll up. Probably these are like the more popular ones. Let's check out Explore NASA. Earth at Night. That one seems pretty cool. Oh, they have Spanish ones too. Weather. I Earth, Sun, and Moon trivia. I feel like this one says free up there. Cool. Host live. Let's go ahead and do this. I'll have to log in for this one. Come on. Okay. Let's go back to Museum of Science then. All right, let's see. Oh, they have a Halloween collection? What do they got over here? Oh, it's not like Halloween Kahoots. It's just like somewhat creepy Halloween-related ones. Or Halloween adjacent. I don't think we've done what is a tornado. What is a meteor shower? Let's do that one. Host live. All right, beautiful. So this one is going to work. Play as guest. Okay, so there we go. The pin is now loading up on the stream chat. So, okay, so if you guys want to join the Kahoot, the pin is 955-9623. All right, are people able to join the game here, or is my computer... Okay, people are now joining. I was about to say, I thought something was lagging or something was broken, but no, things are good. All right, so maybe we'll start at 1... Seems like we'll get to like 1:30 maybe. And if you're just tuning in, you guys can still join the Kahoot. Head over to kahoot.it, and the pin is 955-9623. All right, I'll give you guys like 30 more seconds to join here. Okay, cool. So let's go. Maybe we can do 150. Okay, I think we're good. Okay, so let's go ahead and start the game. So what's a meteor shower? Let me just make sure. Okay, let's make the tab. All right, so first question, multi-select. Which things show up in the night sky? Choose all the correct answers. So what do we have? We have meteors, the moon, planets, or stars. Again, very much just a game of speed rather than, I guess, intellect. Or at least some of these questions. Sometimes it does get a little on the trickier side. Someone said, can I join while it's ongoing? I believe so. Like the pin and the URL are both at the bottom here. Okay, and there we go. The answer is all four. It seems like most of you chose all four. So who is currently in number one? On God, for real, for real. All right, congrats. You were in number one with 1654. And number two, we have Gohar Fan. Gohar Fan, I want you to get to number one. All right, true or false? A meteor is actually a star. All right. Gohar Fan, I am rooting for you. Hopefully you can secure the number one spot. You're only like a few points off anyways, so. All right, the answers are rushing in. We're past 130, we're past 140. Can you get to 150 answers? Oh, 148. Oh, there we go, 150. Cool. And the answer is false. Oh, this one is pretty tricky actually. And you know what? Fair. This one is a bit trickier than a lot of the questions that come up during the Kahoot games. Gohar Fan still in number two, Rashawn in number one with 2496. Congrats on taking over that number one spot. All right, next question. Which things are closer to the Earth? Meteors or stars? All right. I'll let you guys take your time to answer this. It's funny how a bunch of answers come through before I know you guys have even seen the question. Like I'll click next and just instantly y'all start answering. Okay, meteors, correct. And number two is still, it's funny, I feel like everyone's like moving around. Gohar Fan is just holding solid at number two, and On God, for real, is at number one. So congrats on reclaiming your spot there. And congrats to the people who now have a streak of 3. Okay, puzzle with double the points. Put these steps in order with the first step at the top and the last step at the bottom. So what are the steps? Okay, so the piece falls towards Earth and burns up, making the air glow. A small piece of rock or metal breaks off something in space. The piece might make it through the air and hit the ground. Again, you just gotta like think about it for maybe like 4 seconds, and then hopefully this one isn't too bad. Isn't too bad for y'all. Okay, answers are rolling in. And in the meantime, what I will say is, guys, if you haven't already, be sure to join my Discord server. The URL is discord.gg/gohar. I'll go ahead and put it in the stream chat. I usually hang out there every single day in case you want to say hi. So discord.gg/gohar here. Everyone, and maybe I'll hang out there after the live stream. So if y'all want to hang out with me after the live stream, go ahead and click that link in the stream chat and come join the community. All right, cool. 92 got it correct. Oh no, Gohar fan. Oh man. Well, you held on for a long time, so I'm proud of you for doing that. On God is still at number 1. Up 50 places is Steve. Congratulations, Steve. That is quite the climb right there. Next question. Which word means a streak of light in the sky? Meteor, meteorite, or meteoroid? All right, this one's a bit trickier. All right. Answers are rolling in. We have 5 more seconds here. 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, and the answer is meteor. All right. Leaderboard just completely switched up right there. Next question, you find a rock that has fallen from space. What is it called? A meteor, a meteorite, or a meteoroid? I've actually never seen a meteor before. What about y'all? Have any of y'all ever seen a meteor? I see some people are answering in the stream chat. And the stream chat is absolutely frozen because everyone is just locked in on this Kahoot game. 3, 2, 1. And the answer is a meteorite, which seems like most of y'all got correct. 11 players now have an answer streak of 6. Congrats. True or false, most meteors are caused by rocks the size of mountains. All right, let's see. I feel like this one is trying to trip you up. Yeah, this sort of reads like a trick question. The answer is false. Yeah, I feel like if there's like, I don't know the statistic, but just based on the wording of this question, I'm assuming that most meteors are probably very tiny, like probably way smaller than we think they are. All right, 3 in a row. Urgash, congrats on the streak. Next question. Which word means a time when there are more meteors than usual? Megameteor, meteoropolis, meteor party, or meteor shower? All right, this one. This one, hopefully, everyone can, most people can get. Do, do, do. 134, 136. All right, and wow, I have never seen this sort of performance on any question. Like literally almost everyone. I think this is the closest we've gotten to everyone getting a question correct. Great job, guys. That I'm actually impressed. And granted, the question was easy, but still. Up 28 places. JK, congratulations. True or false? Meteor showers happen more than once a year. All right, I'm hoping we can get similar performance on this. But wow, like literally everyone got meteor shower. All right, the answers are rushing in here right now. All right, let's see how you guys do. 92 got it correct. Okay, so not as great as last time, but that's fair. It was a bit of a trickier question. All right, where does the dust that causes meteor showers come from? Comets, Mars, the moon, or the sun? All right, so this is the final question right here. So unfortunately, I think Gohar fan, I really wonder what your spot is on the leaderboard right now, but hopefully you're still somewhere up there. Okay, 3, 2, 1. The answer is comets. And here is the podium. In number 3 with 9,100 points, you have Pierre. Congratulations. And number 2 with also, oh my god, 4 more points? That is crazy. And at number 1, we have Smack. Congratulations with 9,500 points. All right, that was a very solid game right there. Is Vanderbilt a good school and did you apply to it? I did not apply, but Vanderbilt is a good school, yeah. Okay, so now everyone come back to the chat. Go ahead and say hi in the chat if you were playing the Kahoot game. Someone said no, 6th place. I do a rematch again. GG's. 19th. Actually, everyone just message your ranking in the stream chat. Okay, people are saying hi, yeah. Instead of saying hi, just post your actual ranking in that Kahoot game. 43, all right. 50, like 120, 30th. 5th place right here, there we go, love to see it. 1, nice. 8th, 70th, 80th place. All right, amazing. Who was Grant? I was behind you. Favorite house music artist? Ooh, I think probably have to say Fred again, just in terms of who I'm listening to most as of now. That's like really basic. Everyone's listening to Fred again. I went to like a Medusa show though a year ago, but I wouldn't say they're like my favorite. Someone is saying, where's Mahad? Mahad is currently outside, working. I just joined the stream. Well, thank you for tuning in, Max. Why do you hate Cornell notes? Okay, Cornell notes, I think, in terms of understanding, are a solid option. I'm just speaking in terms of, they take more effort. And I think when I said I hate Cornell notes, I was being a bit facetious. They are a useful format to use, but I did not use them that actively when I was in school. Someone is saying rip Gohar fan, yeah. I really wonder where Gohar fan ended up, but okay. Wait, do you and Mahad live together? We have a couple times. Maybe we can do it again sometime in the future. Someone is saying, when is the Notion tablet coming out, bro? I've been waiting for months. Please release it, bro. I will be so happy. I'm going to give you the same answer that I've been giving during the past few live streams. It will come out this fall as promised. I'm not going to give any more timeline updates because things are moving, things are in the works, but I don't want to get anyone's hopes high. But what I will say is that it will come out this fall, as stated on the waitlist page. Someone is saying thoughts on Sabrina Carpenter. I don't really listen to her music. When's the next in-person meetup with Amy? Ooh, I'm not sure. I would love to do more meetups though. It was fun. How is Sean doing? Sean is doing well. I feel like y'all are just talking about the family at this point. Sean is doing well. Currently just working through college apps. He's a senior in high school, so it's a pretty stressful time for him. Do you like Central C? I mean, yeah, I like some of his songs. Are you ready for the new Tyler, the Creator album? Okay, I have a crazy story for y'all. Who here, or maybe I'll keep it brief. I ran into Tyler the Creator, what is it, about a month and a half, 2 months ago. It was the most insane experience ever. First of all, before I even dive in, do y'all know who Tyler the Creator is? If most of y'all say no, then I'll just pass up the story and I'll just leave it at that. I'll just tell you guys I met him and cool. But if a lot of y'all say yes, then maybe I'll give you the brief story. Sort of, no, yes, yes, yes. Okay, so let me just quickly tell you what happened. So 2 months ago, I was at an influencer event. So if y'all haven't seen, I posted a video on my Instagram with Intel in collaboration with Zed. So like Zed had an album release party, and Intel was also helping put it together. So Intel brought out a few creators for the event. That event was super cool. But while I was at that event, I was in Los Angeles. I was at a hotel, and one of the nights, there was an artist named Dochi who was having a listening party inside the hotel. And as I was going to my room, I walked by the room where it was happening, and I was like, you know what? Why not just check this place out? Why not check out this listening party? So went inside with a few of the other creators. We were hanging out there for a couple minutes, and then while we're just chatting, one of the creators like just grabs my shoulder, and she's like, "Oh my God, come follow me." And I'm like, I had no idea what was going on. I was like, okay, whatever. We both leave the room. We head to the elevator, and it's literally us two, Tyler the Creator, and his bodyguard. It was the weirdest experience I've pretty much had as a creator, but it was super cool. I had the chance to just say hi to him. We had like a few exchange, maybe it was there for like 30 seconds. We talked briefly, but after that he had to leave. So it was a funny story, funny creator story, I guess. Okay, so we have some people spamming in the stream chat here. Let me go ahead and put some of y'all in timeout. Okay, and the questions. Oh, someone said, can you close the Kahoot? Oh, sure, yeah. Forgot that was still up. Someone said rematch, please, rematch. Okay. Maybe we'll do a rematch in the next live stream. But for tonight, guys, I think that's going to wrap up this live stream. Again, thank you for tuning in. This was a ton of fun. I'm starting to lose my voice and I have to go and record a short form video after this, but more videos are coming soon. A Notion template is coming soon. If y'all haven't already, be sure to join the Discord server. I'll go ahead and spam the link in the stream chat. And also, if y'all need help with your college essays, check out Next Admit. Let me just go ahead and I don't mean to do like shameless plugs here, but you know, since we're wrapping up the live stream, let me just go ahead and paste this. If y'all need help on your college essays from Ivy League consultants, feel free to check us out. But guys, thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you again next time.